Oh, very good morning and many thanks for joining us for this Monday edition of Sports Splash on ABS TV. It's the first one for the week, and we'll say Happy New Week to you. I am Ike Nwokedi. Time for us to check down what went down across the globe when you talk about sports. We'll tell you about the upcoming Oriental Classics and Southeast basketball competition. It will happen right here in Awka, very close to us. We'll talk about that on the show. Also, we'll get to talk about a pillar of sports Chief Donatus Agwe Ejidike, as of course he's ramping up a supporter for the Super Eagles despite their 1-0 draw against Equatorial Guinea in the first match of the ongoing AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. And Solution FC continues their brilliant form at home as they were able to see off Ikorodu United, Ikorodu City FC by 2-1 at the Awka City Stadium. We'll tell you about Mourinho Football Club of Onitsha, how they emerged champions of the one feed Onitsha Unity Cup competition, and then tennis, athletics, and football will feature on the show, and interview segments on the sports show. It is Sports Splash, the first one for the week here on ABS TV. Now, let's start with our first story. Our first story is about a Solution Football Club of Anambra State. Let's tell you that an improved second half display by Solution FC players against their opponents, Ikorodu City FC, would ensure they take all the maximum points at stake in one of the match day 8 fixtures of the ongoing 2023-2024 Nigeria National League, the NNL. Played at the Awka City Stadium, and that was yesterday, being Sunday, the 14th of January 2024. Ahead of the fixture, the technical crew, led by experienced Agafa Ucho Kabwe, retained the same starting 11 that got a point against Abrelas in Enugu, with 2 changes made on the bench. We saw Morrison, Godswale, and David Ihedio are taking the place of Etop Ekong and Tochukwu Abuchi, respectively. In the first stanza, chances were few and far between as both sides have failed to break the deadlock in a high-octane game. 5 minutes into the second half, Achudi Onyeka replicated the goal he scored for the home side in the last fixture, converting a sublime free kick from almost a similar distance to give the Solution boys a deserved lead in the pulsating encounter. The lead lasted for just 8 minutes as Ayomide Cole restored a parity for the visitors in the 58th minute with a simple tap-in, assisted by Yusuf Salau. After the Solution boys switched off defensive wise, the introduction of lanky, energetic forward Daniel Obodu and skillful Charles Ebwe for famished Cosmas Oko and Best Al-Bambi brought back the necessary spark in the attacking front for Solution FC as Obodu's belter in the 70th minute from a good team link-up play restored at the home side at 1-goal lead. It may interest you to know the Solution boys kept their composure. Yes, they kept their composure with a resolute defending and swift counter-attacking play to see off the game and take all points available in the contest. And next up for Solution FC is a trip to Akwa Ibom State to face FC1 Rockets for match day 9 of the ongoing Nigeria National League Conference B fixture. So, what a performance it was yesterday. The first half, both sides struggled to assert their will in the game, but the second half, it all started when they got a free kick, and Chudi Onyeka, who's a free kick specialist, got another scored from about 30 yards out to give them the lead. And of course, it was sloppy defending as Ayomide restored parity for the boys out there for Ikorodu City FC, and then Solution FC had some changes, brought in Daniel Obodi, who ensured that they will take all the 3 points available in that match played at the Awka City Stadium. We say congratulations to Solution FC for having almost 100% record at the Awka City Stadium. 4 matches they've played. The first 3 matches, clean sheet, 3 clean sheets, and the 4th one just conceding 1 goal at home. So that's it for Solution FC, and kudos to them. Their next match is against FC1 Rockets out there in Akwa Ibom. Moving away from that, let's talk about basketball at a grassroots level. Let's tell you that all is now set for the Oriental Classic Southeast Basketball Championship Season 3, and the Oriental Classics will feature 5 basketball clubs are drawn from the 5 eastern states of Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, Imo, and Abia. teams to feature Abia Warriors Basketball Club, Anambra Chiefs Basketball Club, Imo Heartland Basketball Club, Bonny Salters Basketball Club, and Coal City Miners Basketball Club. The third Oriental Classics will hold from Friday 26th to Sunday 28th of January 2024, and this will happen at the Alex Ekwueme Square here in Awka. And the Oriental Classic is expected to be the bumper one for the Southeastern geopolitical zone. It may interest you to know that the Oriental Classic Basketball Championship coming up from the 26th to 28th of January this month is bankrolled by Ugo Udezwe, who is the chairman, Anambra State Basketball Association. Ugo Udezwe is also the chairman, Southeast Basketball Association. He's also a member, a board member rather, of the Nigeria Basketball Federation, and he's also the proprietor of AFA Sports. So you now know that Ugo Udezwe, the chairman, Anambra State Basketball Association, is the one putting this one up. As you can see on your screen, it's called the Oriental Classic Southeast Basketball Championship Season 3. The Alex Ekwueme Square, Awka, coming up from the 26th to 28th of this month. I will be watching out for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's about the last one for the week. I will be there and will bring you up to the very latest as regards this upcoming basketball classic being put up by the chairman, Anambra State Basketball Association, in the person of Ugo. This will say kudos to him. Moving away from that now, let's go to Onitsha. In our third story on Onitsha, it's about a club called Mourinho Football Club. And the proprietor of that club, we know it as Ebuka Ahobi. And let's tell you that Mourinho FC on Sunday, 7th of January 2024, emerged champions of the second edition of the Onitsha ex-footballers in diaspora one feed Unity Cup competition. Mourinho FC saw off their opponents in Michael FC by 5 goals to 4 on penalty shootouts after the pulsating final match of the competition ended 1-1 at the end of a regulation time. Mourinho FC smiled home with a sum of 1 million naira, while Michael FC settled for 500,000 naira with Ozala FC, who finished third, going home with a sum of 300,000 naira after seeing off last year's winners Galaxy FC by 2 goals to 1 in the third and fourth place playoffs. Chidera Michael of Ozala FC scored a total of 3 goals to emerge as the highest goal scorer of the competition. Most valuable player MVP gong went to Emeka Favor Ikechukwu of Michael FC, while Samuel Maduaguna claimed that the award of the best goalkeeper of the competition. A total of 15 clubs are featured in the second edition of the One Feed Unity played at the Godwin Achebe Stadium Onitsha. And speaking to the media, the proprietor of Mourinho FC, Ebuka Ahobi, and of course I said the team showed class, his team showed class, and of course we are composed and equally determined from the day one of the competition to get to the final. He thanked the organizers for putting off the One Feed Onitsha Unity Cup competition aimed at, of course, giving the youth opportunity to showcase their footballing skills. He said that Mourinho FC has come to stay, and of course in the weeks and months to come, more will be heard about Mourinho FC, about their exploit, not just at the grassroots level in the state and maybe national in few months to come. Those were the words of Ebuka Ahobi, the CEO of Mourinho Football Club, and we say congratulations to them. Moving away from that now, let's talk about Nigeria Pillar of Sports, talking about Chief Donatus Ago Ejidike JP. In a fervent appeal, Chief Donatus Ago Ejidike, recognized as Nigeria's Pillar of Sports, has implored that the national football team at the Super Eagles to aim for gold at the upcoming 2023 African Cup of Nations AFCON, set to kick off, that has kicked off already in Cote d'Ivoire. Addressing the media on Friday at the corporate headquarters of the office of Nigeria's Pillar of Sports in Lorraine, the Kwara State capital, Agbo Ejidike passionately urged that the Super Eagles are to channel their collective strength and replicate the glory of a bygone era. So when the mere mention of their name sent shivers down the spines of opposing teams, the revered sports-loving business magnate is the reflective mood, emphasized that the need for the team to exhibit a unity on the field, harking back to a time when the Super Eagles were a formidable force. Agbo Ejidike expressed that his unwavering belief that the current squad possesses the quality to rekindle the spirit of those golden years, he said. And the Super Eagles, of course, will be featuring at the AFCON against in a tough Group A, alongside Equatorial Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and Guinea-Bissau, and having clinched the AFCON title 3 times in the past, 1980, 1994, and 2013. Nigeria aims for a 4th triumph, and Agbo Ejidike is confident in the team's potential. He pointed to the individual successes of Nigerian players in their respective club performances, emphasizing the recent CAF Awards in Morocco, where Victor Osimhen and Asisat Oshoala were crowned African Footballers of the Year in the male and female categories, respectively. Agbo Ejidike called upon the Super Eagles players to recognize the honor bestowed upon them to represent the nation, urging them to prioritize the team's success over individual accolades. And the sports philanthropist originally from Newi stressed the importance of unity and team spirit to make the national team the standout star for the tournament. In closing, Agbo Ejidike appealed to Nigerians to rally behind the Super Eagles, offering prayers and support to both the players and the technical crew. He acknowledged that hard work, when complemented by luck, could play a pivotal role in the team's quest for glory, fostering a sense of national unity and pride in the process. Those were the words of Chief Donatus Agbo Ejidike, Nigeria Pillar of Sports, are urging the Super Eagles to go and show the stuff they are made of at the ongoing AFCON. And quickly to the Super Eagles news, let's tell you that Victor Osimhen's quick fire equalizer spared Nigeria a shock defeat against Equatorial Guinea in their opening game of the 2023 African Nations Cup, and Osimhen nodded in straight after he banned Salvador's opener for the underdogs, and Salvador's classy first half finish was his side's only attempt on goal, and briefly threatened a significant upset in the second game of the tournament. Jesus Owono made several second half saves to deny the Super Eagles, and Osimhen missed after breaking clear. And the stalemate in Group A match in Abidjan means both sides are 2 points behind Ivory Coast, who opened the tournament with a 2-0 win over Guinea-Bissau on Saturday. Equatorial Guinea, who were 46th place below Nigeria in the world ranking, celebrated ecstatically after taking the lead, but considered a straight from the restart when Osimhen converted Demola Lookman's cross and spent much of the match under pressure. And goalkeeper Owono was in inspired form, but breathed a sign of relief when African Footballer of the Year Victor Osimhen misfired after being sent through by Fulham midfielder Alex Iwobi with 14 minutes remaining on the match. What the story was for the Super Eagles. That game ended 1-0. This was the first match for the Super Eagles against pretty underdog Equatorial Guinea. Not the kind of result everyone was expecting, but let's hope they will bounce back. Bouncing back against the host and against a team like Ivory Coast. Well, let's see. In days, we'll get to know what the Super Eagles will be doing in their subsequent match coming up later. And of course, Equatorial Guinea return to the Alassane Ouattara Stadium when they face Guinea-Bissau on Thursday, and then Nigeria will take on Cote d'Ivoire also on Thursday. We'll be watching out. I hope they bounce back strongly in that game when they take on the host nation coming up on Thursday. You're watching a Sports Splash on ABS TV. Well, time for us to talk about something else, to talk about Anambra State Scouting Community Selected Football Program for players of under 17 and under 23. And joining me on the show this morning, I have a seasoned coach in the state, someone who has seen it all when you talk about coaching. Mostly has been on the grassroots level, and most of the players you see at the grassroots level, he's instrumental in getting them. And I'm talking about no other person but Coach Donatus Ezokafo. And Coach, good morning. Thank you very much for being here on Sports Splash.
Good morning.
Okay, let's start with knowing who Coach. I just gave a brief introduction about you. Yeah. Some people may not know who Coach Donatus Ezokafo is. Can you tell us about you. You play football, to your coaching time. You're a household name in Anambra. Tell us about Coach Donatus Okafor.
Yeah, my brother, I want to thank the viewers. And today, I'm going to explain more. Many people have been interviewing me and to know who I am. Though I'm a football career. That was early 70s.
Okay, 70s.
70s, 80s. Then around 90s, I entered into coaching.
Okay.
So, but something started emanating from my childhood, which I don't know. Later I will be a coach. You know, during those days, whatever team I'm playing with, they would say, go, take them around, take the players around. Those times, they don't teach you about how to control the ball, how to pass. You develop that on your own.
Okay.
But these days, you impart all this knowledge into these players. It was 1980 when I was in Ilori. I met one of my landlord. He traveled to Mecca and came back with a video clip of Pelé of Brazil.
Okay.
And he know I love ball so much. He always play it for me to watch. It's there I begin to see many tactics, many plays of these great players. So from there I pick interest and I watch it one after the other until I start developing that skills. So whenever I went to Nepal of Ilori then.
Okay.
So when I went there for the first time, they were marveled. Where this boy come from? So from that Nepal now to Water Corporation, but a little time I dropped because I'm on business then. So later I went to Ibadan. From Ibadan in 1985, I traveled to Boko.
Okay. So did you play for BBC Lions of Boko?
So that was early 87, 88.
Because when you talk about Boko, one club that comes to mind is BCC.
But the first time I went there, I played Igbo competition. That's the first time they introduced it in 1985.
Okay.
And they were the champions. I played for Nanka.
All right.
So later we won the cup, go to the final, 86, 87. That's where they have interest in me. That's where I met Coach Zubi.
Okay. Okay, the famous Coach Zubi.
Yes. So
with Dosad.
Dosad,
yes.
Yeah. That's why we met together. We played Igbo community. From there, enter BCC, just like that, he traveled again to House of Makodi. So later, because of the politics in football, I dropped. Then enter full-time business. So when I went to Delta in 1990, the creator Delta said that I have my own club running it. So till 1995, I went for coaching. That was when I played, my team played in the Delta State Sports Bar.
Okay.
I was managing 4 local government then,
wow.
Oshimi North and South, and Anocha North and South, bringing them to the sports festival in the state. So it was 1996, after 1996, they gave us an opportunity to go for coaching course and NIS. But they dropped me because I'm not from Delta. So all the coaches went, I have to sponsor myself. I went and come back. In 1998, I came back again to the final, semi-final. They beat me. I came out third. So I now handle the state team, Delta. That's for Imo 98. So, but when we were going for playoff, they dropped me again. I went for the second course again. That's how I start up. I formed many clubs in Delta. That's Oniolo J Babes, Anocha Strikers.
Hello, AJ Babes.
So, and Olibo Shooting Stars. That's where I formed a competition in Ebonyi.
Okay.
99. That's where we traveled and represented the Delta State.
Okay.
I organized a tournament in that Ebonyi. Ebonyi 99. Akanibia Unity Cup.
Akanibia Unity Cup, yeah.
That was 99. So after that, I started seeing so many discouraged in Delta. So I have to stood up my ground.
To come back home.
Come back home. But I was there in 2000. After 2007, I was called in Anambra State to handle FC Oman at the National League, third division. So that's how I come through one time, Victor Wangu. And one coach from there, Delta then, they call it. So we handled the team 2007 and 8. Then they sold the team. And now form Rainbow United from Ekulobia. From Rainbow United, I go to Nîmes, open All Sports Foundation. From All Sports Foundation, I open a team in Nanka. They call, I forgot the name. But
Is it Dynamic?
No, no, no.
Okay,
No.
Dynamic is among the last.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I formed the Dynamic, that is in my own town. That's where we start.
That should be Aguluzibu.
Yeah, Agruzibu. So I host so many tournaments in Agruzibu, all youth fun tournaments, 211, 212, 213, 214, then 215.
Wow.
So that's how I start up the whole thing. But I open many other teams within Anambra State. So that is why I want our people to grow in it. Despite that, many of my players, both boys and girls, grew. We represent Anambra State in many competitions, Abuja Unity Cup, and the many youth fun tournaments. Both Kano, represented Kano in under 16 youth fun tournament.
Okay.
So,
It's been a good roller coaster for you.
yes.
I'm quite impressed with your resume in terms of what you've done in football, playing to all this moment. But let's talk about the crux of the matter. We'll have a flyer on the screen talking about the Anambra State Scouting Community Selected Football Program coming up. I will have the flyer on the screen shortly. Let's talk about this upcoming scouting program from under 18 to 23, date of the event, venue, and also the essence of this program.
Yes, I must commend the capacity chairman, General Chikele Lelius, yes,
okay.
for his coming to Anambra State. It's just God sent, because nobody believed what is happening in Anambra will come up this way. So with his coming, has helped me more to stabilize in this football business, despite all the challenges. So when we went for last year to go and try us in Abuja, where we play national under 17 before they went for AFCON something. Then when we came back, he has continued to encourage me. So that's the most moving thing that makes me to continue moving. So this very issue, I discussed it with him. He's in support of it. So yeah, we are waiting when he come back.
We now know the date and
we now know the date and date. So the purpose of this very scouting is to gather all these talented players who are willing to move, not all of them. So when we gather them together, though by then I will invite my partners to come and watch if they can pick one or two. But the major essence is to gather them.
Partners abroad, I guess.
No, from within Nigeria.
Okay.
Who are helping me to sponsor them outside. You see? So the sponsorship is just what I'm looking at. But the important thing is to get the talents, then give it to them. But I will invite most of them to come around to see. Then those that pick, they pick. Those that remain will still work, getting them to national team under 17 and 20. That's the major issue of that very scouting program. Okay,
talking about the scouts, and you get who are these scouts? Basically, where are they coming from?
Some of them are coming from Lagos. Like my partner, Real Sapphire, I will invite them.
Okay, Real Sapphire. Okay.
I will invite Supreme Sports.
Supreme Sports and Real Sapphire.
Yes, from Lagos. And one other distinct from Abuja, one of my most confidence, reliable agent, Osama. They call him Osama. So, but he bears in Abuja. He's a football manager. So I even sent some players last week, this week, and some are going on Wednesday again. But it's not enough for him. So that's what I want to do for this program.
Okay, let's just 2 or 3 more questions before we let you go. Of course, I was about coming to talk about the partnership for this, but you already told me that you are in partnership with the Anambra State Football Association, being led by Chief Chike Loilenyos, who is supporting this. And when he's back, we'll talk about the date and the venue for the event. Now, for the players discovered and picked from this program, what is in stock for them in terms of career and in terms of being big star professionals in football?
Yes, I would like to say one of these things. When one European coach, Mr. Hart, came from Holland, Netherlands, neither. So when we do some scouting around 2017, 2018, he told us some players are good players, but Europe are not ready. So I worked with him, went and played national team under 20 then. We played 2-2 at Go Project. He now advised me what I should do is when I get these players, I put them into my camp, nurture them, develop them. He gave me some many tactics, which I'm doing. So when I pick, I keep them in my camp. Like now, I've gotten a new camp that can contain 60, 80 players. It's 4 flats. 3-bedroom flat, 1, 2-bedroom into 3. So I've gotten it. And very soon we'll introduce languages, all these foreign languages.
Okay. So you gradually want it to become a football academy?
Not football, just soccer school.
Soccer school, okay.
Those who want to school with school, those who have finished school, they can continue their journey while we develop it. Already I have gotten 3 coaches. Obin Nachabe, Amobi, Obasinachi, and Tajuddin Oladipo from National Sports Commission, Coalition of Nigeria. So they're in my camp now.
Okay.
So we're working together, plus myself, that's making 4. So, and I have one professor, Emma. So
I hope there's a goalkeeper trainer also as part of it. Okay.
So that's what I'm doing now. So everything is in place. But when the program starts, everybody will see everything on ground.
Quickly, what are the challenges you face organizing this? Briefly, before we get to your last message.
So the challenges is the funding.
Okay.
You know, when you tell somebody you have something, you have to produce it. So in terms of organization, that's financially asking for those who can help us one way or the other. It doesn't take much. Just get them here. The people that will sponsor them, when they pick them, they are available. But my own work, I have to do my own work. But it's a total business. So anybody that comes in have his own percentage. That's the thing.
So this is quite interesting. The percentage part is the part I love.
Yes. Anybody can invest. It doesn't need much. It doesn't need millions. Just a little token.
Okay.
You are involved.
Okay. Now, let's get your final message to the participating teams and the players that will be coming for this upcoming scouting program.
Yes. My message to them is for them to work hard and make sure that all these years they have been spending, this is the time they will benefit. Once, even if it's one player, they're okay, they're sufficient. So that's just the thing. To sponsor them abroad is not a matter. It's an easy something because these people are buoyant to do everything. So the important thing is for them to produce their team, their players, so that they see them on ground, then see what next. Yeah. So that's what I want to chip in.
Okay, Coach Donatus Ezeokafor, I would like to thank you so much for being here on a very short notice. And I'll continue to say kudos for what you are doing in football at the grassroots level. And we wish you all the best. And as we look forward to this scouting committee program, be sure of the support from Sports Splash and our sports team crew on the show. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. All the very best as we continue this program.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best for to express my program will start. I will have to come with my team.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Coach Donatus Ezeokafor is one popular name, a household name, where you talk about grassroots football in Anambra State. And today he talked us through on the upcoming scouting community football program for under 18 to 23, which is coming up later from towards the end of the month, getting into February. We'll keep you posted as regards that in due course as a Sports Splash continues. That's about the size of the program this Monday. Thank you very much for being here. We'll be back here again for another episode, but Sports Splash continues Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on this day. I'm Ike Nwokedi. Keep sporting and have a lovely week. Bye-bye now.